Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bedtime Stories. My name is Tracy and I am your host. We are working on Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. It is in the public domain. Want to make sure before I get started, you've brushed your teeth? Did you go pee in the potty? Do you have your water next to your bed? Did you do your stretches? You should stretch. Stretch good. Stretch well so you can sleep well. All right. You got it taken care of now, though, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get going. We are reading, well, there's the prologue to The Cook's Tale. And then very quickly, well, we'll read the prologue to The Cook's Tale. And I'll read the little aside from the guy who translated. This was translated by Theodore Morrison. This book has nearly fallen apart because it's so old. This particular edition was printed in Kingsport, Tennessee. Cool. And looks like 1979 was when this particular paperback was printed. Interesting. So this book is older than I am. That's always fun. It's also missing its back cover. I don't think it ever had, I don't know as it had a back cover when I obtained it. But it's okay. And Geoffrey Chaucer died in 1400, apparently. So it's very much in the public domain. Very much indeed. I do hope that this gentleman who translated this, which this was originally printed by the Viking Press, published by the Viking Press in 1949. The paper-bound edition published in 1956. So, I'm not sure if the translation is in the public domain, but since I've given the name of the guy who did the translation, hopefully we should be all right. Besides which, maybe it'll sell more books. I hope. So, there you go. Anyway, prologue to The Cook's Tale. For joy the cook of London, all the while the reeve was telling of the student's guile, felt just as though his back were being scratched. Christ's blood, he said, this miller was dispatched to a shrewd end for hospitality. King Solomon in his tongue said prudently, not every man in your household into your household bring, for offering shelter is a ticklish thing. Before he offers privacy and room, a man should have some notion as to whom. Now, God, I pray you, give me grief and care, if ever since my name was Roger Ware. I heard of a miller better set to work, a wicked joke he suffered in the murk. We mustn't, God forbid, stop now, that's clear, and therefore, if you will vouchsafe to hear a tale from me, who am only a poor man, I'll tell you a little prank, as well as I can, that happened in our city. Our host said, tell Roger and make it good, for you have bled the juice from many a pastry, and you have sold many a pie that has been hot and cold twice over, and you have received Christ's curse from many a pilgrim who has fared the worse. From parsley you have served with fatted goose, for in your shop there's many a fly goes loose. Now tell on, Roger, you have a noble name, and don't be angry, take it as a game. By way of sport, a true word may be said. Right you are, answered Roger, by my head. But as the Flemings say, true jest, no jest. So, Billy Bally, take it for the best. Yourself, don't let my tale get under your skin, although it deals with the keeper of an inn. I'll wait a while and let you cool your wits. Before we part, I promise we'll be quits. He laughed to show that he was in good cheer, and then he told his tale, as you shall hear. The translator has added this note. Chaucer finished only 50-odd lines of The Cook's Tale, which, had it been completed, would evidently have belonged in the same genre as The Miller's Tale and The Reeve's Tale. After the opening sequence, Knight's Tale, Miller's Tale, Reeve's Tale, and the fragment of The Cook's Tale, a gap occurs. The reader should always remember that Chaucer did not even approach completing the whole design he set himself in the Canterbury Tales. The next fragment, by current scholarly arrangement, draws attention to the lawyer. That was short. Yeah, I know. But it happens sometimes. Life's not always the same every day from one day to the next. And that's, just a thing. So, good night, sweethearts. I love you so very much. Sweet, sweet dreams, and sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they do, you bite them back. I love you. Good night.